Yeah, man, people, welcome back, man. Welcome back to Nicardo Media House, and I'm here, yeah, with the morning side of extra, ready to drop my reaction on what happened, around an hour ago. You don't know, with the 23-man squad for the Reggae boys, yeah. Honduras have dropped their squad as well. Nicaragua have dropped their squad as well. But guess what? You see, next week, Monday, I'm gonna drop my reaction and tell you guys what surrounded those squad. You understand? You guys know how I do things over here. I don't just focus on the Reggae boys. I also go out of my way and bring information from the rival and bring it over here so you guys can have an understanding of what's really going around with the teams that the national team will play in the future or the scheduled fixtures. You understand? So I'm here, look, I'm not happy with some of the players got excluded from the squad, and some of the players got included, but we can't get everything that we like. We have to just accept it. Many players that got excluded from the squad for the reasons, let me get into it. I don't like the Boyz one that he have said, look, the player, is 50-50. I could understand, because whenever players come and they're not fit, and they underperform, us fans, you understand, and other fans go even deeper and critique the players and said they are not good enough and they pass their best. So for Boyz to say, he's willing to stay back in Russia, he's willing to stay back in Spartak Moscow and get fit, get sharp, but at the end of the day, after this weekend, tomorrow, Spartak Moscow will play Rostov at home. Yeah, Spartak Moscow will play Rostov at home, and then after the international break, October the 19th, they will play home as well to Krasnodar. So they have two very important games coming up. But what will Boyz do? What will Boyz do in between the space of international duty? If you want to get matched up, the Reggae boys have two games. You understand? This is what I'm talking about, the warrior spirit. You understand? But I could understand on the player side, he want to stay at the club, he want to fight for his game. But again, Dejan Stankovic, the Bosnian coach / Serbs, dual citizenship, with Holgate, the Costa Rican who is at the club, William Jose, the Spanish Brazilian as well. Two strikers are at the club that is in front of him. So if the player said he want to stay back and fight for his game and show a little bit more in the training session, they're going to be preparing as well. After the players gone for international break, they will join up with the academy players from the under 21 and 20, whichever level, their deepest level, the oldest level, and then they will compare all those players with the first team players who didn't get picked for their national team. So let's see if Boyz can really change the mind of Dejan Stankovic, and let's see if something is happening at Spartak Moscow that we don't know of, that the coach have given him hint that there's a possibility of him winning back his spot in the starting lineup. You understand? Especially when the team plays sometime with 3-5-2 with two attacking players in the number 9 position. So William Jose and Holgate, the Costa Rican, is ahead of Boyz, but I don't know. But leave it like that. It's 50-50. I don't agree with it, with some of the stuff, but again, me have to give the player some leeway, because when him not come and underperform, we'll beat him. But move on from that. The Leon Bailey, we know what happened the last time. Hamstring injury in the Leicester game. Didn't feature. He got picked, but listen what Unai Emery have to say in his press conference, the build up for Manchester United game. What he have said about the players that currently doubtful and players that will assist in the lead up for the Manchester United game on Sunday. Listen to what the Aston Villa boss have to say.
Playing matches during the week and on weekend, we have to be clinical in our decision, close arriving the next match, and until tomorrow morning, even until Sunday morning maybe, Leon Bailey, Jacob Ramsey, Amadou Onana, and how they are recovering the players, the effort we did on Tuesday is going to be very, very important in my decision.
So this little thing, what you have said about, the players them that is doubtful. When I put out my video early this morning, around an hour or hour and a half after, I was listening to a particular program. You understand? I was listening to a particular program, the radio program in the UK, and Stan Collymore came on discussing the Aston Villa, the preview of the Manchester United game as well, and I have heard it from him first, and I drop it in my comment and say, hey, Leon Bailey would not be in the squad because he's currently more likely on the outside, of not making the match day squad for Aston Villa against Manchester United. So I will say, man, get well Bailey, hopefully a speedy recover, so I make Bailey know, like, yo, Jamaican people, with you, especially me, speedy recovery. We're wishing you all the best, and whenever you're fully healthy, you welcome back into the national team. You understand? But look, the Mason Holgate, in inclusion in the squad, it's a big surprise for a lot of people, but we all know it was a long going process. But the centre half position, it's again 5 centre half. You understand? Could we put another attacking players in the squad? You understand? 5 centre half in the squad. I don't know, man, but I mean, the Mason Holgate thing don't really shake up a lot of people. It's not a big outcry. Holgate is in the squad. Mason Holgate have been on the declining, for the last couple of years, but still a good player. Hopefully he can prove his worth in this level in the CONCACAF region. But it's going to be a big task for him. But the coach said he's not having it clearance as yet. So let's see what Mason Holgate will bring to the Reggae Boy team in the future whenever you got the call up. I mean, what else? One thing though I want to say though, I have 2 things that I want to say about the midfield. The midfield, glad to see that Tyreek Magee have given back another chance in the midfield. Hope the coach will give him a longer period. The last time we seen him, I think in the World Cup qualifier away to Costa Rica, he played a really good game, create moments for his attacking players. I just hope him can get a longer run, and Mikel Antonio, a lot will be on his shoulder to perform in this game, especially when there is no Shaman Nicholson. A lot will be on Mikel Antonio's shoulder. And guess what? For us to depending on 34 years old, someone that West Ham has heavily depended on for the last 2 months since the Premier League have started to get the goals for them, and he haven't get the goals as yet. He have scored more goals what he have scored for the Reggae Boys since the start of the Premier League season, for West Ham United. Understand? So a lot will be on his shoulder, but how much can his body take? How much Mikel Antonio body can take of playing 90 minutes again in Nicaragua on an AstroTurf? We know Mikel Antonio have these issues of picking up muscle injuries, so Steve McLaren is going to have to be very precise on how he introduce Mikel Antonio in the starting lineup and how much minutes he will play as well. You understand? And how much minutes he will play in the Honduras game, and what will be his recovery at West Ham, how long it will take him to get from Kingston, I think probably from Montego Bay into London, how long it will take him to get that flight. Understand? So those are the things that happened the last time, why a lot of our players struggled. This is why a lot of our players struggled, with injuries. It's so unfortunate that our players, after a month, they still not recovered fully as yet. They're still not 100% ready and playing on an AstroTurf, and then playing in a must-win. These 2 games coming up are must-win games, and playing at home against an Honduras team that's going to come very strong. It's going to take a lot out of these players' body just by playing late in Nicaragua and reach back in Kingston 24 hours after the final whistle blow in Nicaragua. It's going to take a lot, and it's going to just be recovery mode for I think a day or 2 before we play Honduras. You understand? So it's going to take a lot. But how Steve McLaren can rotate this player, how we can manage the minutes of these players, because some of our players are not fully 100% in good condition. So It's going to be a massive task. Yes, it's going to be a massive task, So yeah, move on to the next topic. Now look, Steve McLaren have been ruthless. Yeah, he have been ruthless in terms of talking about players not getting the minutes and leaving players out of the squad. These type of stuff we need around the football. Yeah, we need to be a little bit more ruthless to let the players know that, look, if you are not getting enough minutes at your club, you need to do something about it. You understand? And that means Holgate selected in the squad as well. I have a video that I'm going to do, a separate video with Steve McLaren and Mason Holgate, because there's a double standard in that as well. But I'm just saying the coach have been a little bit ruthless, something that we're not really seeing in previous coaches that coach Reggae boys are telling players that they're not getting enough minutes. We have enough number 6, we have enough number 8 can fill the gap, stay and stand by. We need players to be on the tic-tac-toe to know that if you are not getting enough games, you'll be on the outside looking in. You understand? You're not going to be first choice to be in a 23-man squad. But let's talk about the wing backs. Tavon Gray and John Bell, 2 players that located in the US region. And guess what? Our first game, we're going to play on a very important pitch. We're going to play against a very important team. That is Nicaragua, a team that is, their squad is 95% play in Nicaragua. They dropped their squad. I haven't looked at it as yet because I'm focusing on this video. I'm going to assess their squad and Honduras squad over the weekend when I have more time. You understand? But playing on an artificial turf, Tavon Gray, a player that grew up in the Bronx, where you used to these artificial turf. You understand? A player like John Bell, who have been playing in the US system, have played on artificial turf, used to, and know what it is to get over. I know the routine of playing on artificial turf. You understand? And again, the English players that play in the EFL Championship, and also playing in the EFL League One. EFL have a criteria where they ban all AstroTurf from in the space of Championship, League One and League Two. So a lot of these players have never played professional football on an artificial turf, and it will be a tough task. But Tavon Gray, I love the selection of him. NYFC is my team. That's my MLS club. I love that club, and the first player, native player from in the Bronx to play for New York FC as well. He's a tough defender. He will put everything behind the ball. He will leave his socks wet, he will leave his shorts wet, he will leave his shirt wet, everything just to get the 3 points and not to back out of tackle. He's a tough steel defender. John Bell is another player like that. You understand? These players will fight for the end. Going to Nicaragua, these are the type of stuff. These are the type of players that we need with this mentality that they will leave everything on the pitch for the national team. Tavon Gray and John Bell is a player. But watch them. They will do that. They're very tough and strong in challenge. And it's going to be a war game coming next week. Yeah, it's going to be a war game. So our 2 wing backs that got included in the squad, very good. I love those 2 players. Cause last time out, I never really like the Greg Lay playing at right back. It just looked handicapped to me, especially him cannot use him right foot. Every time when him get the ball on his left foot, is always one way. When the ball comes on the right foot, him have to take 2-3 seconds more before him get the ball on his left foot. So I love the Tavon Gray. Especially he's playing very good at this moment. NYFC are flying. It's a better season they're having than previous season. They look like they're a team that going to challenge Inter Miami in the Eastern Conference, for the MLS as well. So let's see, man, what's going to happen. But yeah, glad to see Tavon Gray and John Bell in the squad. 2 players that play in America that will use to AstroTurf as well. One thing though, I just want to say, man, the squad, it's a weaker squad. It's a weaker squad. It's going to be a tough challenge. It's going to be a very tough challenge. This game, the first game, might be a little bit tougher, but I just want to tell the people in this. It's in Nicaragua and Honduras. Yeah, their fans, their media, the journalist that is covering those two national teams, they are very confident that they can get 3 points. Yeah, and it's very important for us as well to finish in the top 2 of in this group, because automatically qualifying spot for the Gold Cup is a must for us. Nicaragua is searching for that as well. Honduras, they believe that they can come to Kingston and get something positive. Yeah, that's what is on their agenda. I can tell you that. I listening to those to their podcast. You understand? I listen to their news as well. I peep over the fence. Yeah, me are the spy. You know the spy that the Canadian national team, the drone that they use to watch other team train. I mean that every time when the national team, I don't focus on Jamaica, but I can tell you they are very confident. Ronaldo Rueda confident that Honduras can pick something in Kingston. Yeah, Antonio Figueroa, the coach, the Chilean that coach Nicaragua, they're confident that they can get something. But guess what? I can tell those two national team, the same way Unai prepare, the Reggae boys are coming. I'm out. See you guys next time.